there, gorgeous. Happy Frugal Friday to you. I hope that you've had a great week. I first would like to apologize for the audio issues I've been having in my most recent videos. I'll explain more at the end of this video, but today's topic is 8 drugstore makeup hacks that you need to know about. First hack I have to share with you is one I've been doing for years, and it's one I've talked about many times on the channel, but I have to rehash it because it's so good. If you are someone who prefers to do your face makeup first rather than doing your eye makeup first, and you experience fallout on your face, if you want to fix it without disturbing your base, take a piece of tape, roll it on itself, and use that to remove the fallout from your face. Not only will this eliminate those minor eyeshadow particles, but it doesn't disturb your base, keeps everything intact, and no one is the wiser. If you've not ever tried this next hack, you have to give it a go. All you need is a clear lip liner. I'm using one here that I picked up recently from the Creme Shop, which is a brand I just saw in CVS stores very recently. Anyway, the way that you do this is you trace over your lips with a clear lip liner before applying your lipstick, and you also fill in your lips a little bit with it too. What this does is it lightly moisturizes the lips and it gives a slight texture for the lipstick to grab onto. Not only that, clear lip liner prevents feathering. So if you struggle with either of those issues, getting the lipstick to last longer or feathering, a clear lip liner will fix it. If you have a concealer that's really great, but it's a little bit of a booger to apply, I have one. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I love it. But it's such a dry formula and it dries so fast that it's hard for me to apply. But here's how you fix it. Mix in the concealer with a little bit of a primer. This turns dry formulas into more creamy formulas, blends them better, and it extends the wear time of the concealer under your eyes too. This is an old hack. This is like 80s old. Whoa. But it's been rehashed in very recent years. And what you do is if you struggle with applying lip liners, lipsticks, products like that, it does help to apply them when they are warmed up. So what you can do is while you're applying the rest of your makeup, stick those under your butt. Or I've also heard you can stick it in between your breasts, under your armpit, wherever you have body heat. It will help to melt the product, making it creamier and easier to apply. Don't be afraid to destroy your makeup and skincare product packaging to get all of the product. You'll be amazed at how much product is left at the bottom or a seemingly empty container. And I'll use the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator as an example here. This was one I went through very recently, and I forgot to save it for the purpose of this video, but if I emptied this out and I couldn't squeeze any more product out, I would just cut the top of this off. You would be surprised at how much product you can scrape off the sides. You have enough in here for at least 20 more wears. It's ridiculous. Same can be said of those high-end luxury skincare products. You spend a lot of money on those, and if you're okay with destroying the packaging, you'll be amazed at how much product you can get and get your full money's worth out of it. If you struggle with getting eyeshadow to stay on your eyes, I've heard this complaint so often in the comment section on my videos, and I wanted to address it for those of you who have this issue. If you take an eyeshadow primer and apply it on your lids first, then apply a white eyeliner pencil, or in the case I'm showing you here, I'm using a white concealer from LA Girl. Apply that over the top of the eyeshadow primer and then apply your eyeshadow over the top of that. It does help to extend the wear. Now, if that's not enough, something else you can do is apply your eyeshadow primer to your eyes, apply translucent powder, then apply a white eyeliner pencil or the white concealer like I'm using here. Set that again with translucent powder, and then apply your eyeshadow over the top of that. I know it sounds like a lot of steps, and it really is, but it does help make your eyeshadow last. And not only does it last longer, it looks more vibrant on your eyes. These next 2 tips come from you, and they use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So if you don't like this product for what it's intended for, I don't. I have 2 ways that you can use it thanks to your suggestions that do work really well. This first tip comes from Natural Paths. She had left a comment very recently on another video I did talking about how she used the e.l.f. Putty Primer around her lip line. She said she's 70 years old and to be sparing with it. Give it a moment to dry down. She says not only does this help to keep the lines from bleeding around the mouth area, but it also keeps the colors on longer. And I tried this and it does work wonders, and it fills in all those little lines around the mouth that you do want to hide and disguise. So that was a really excellent tip for using this. And the next tip came from Crystal Cooper, and she said she uses the e.l.f. Putty Primer underneath her eyeshadow primer. It provides a smooth surface for your eyeshadows, and while it's subtle, it's a little hard to show this to you on camera, I could tell a difference with the very small addition of the poreless putty primer underneath the eyeshadow primer. So let me know your most favorite drugstore makeup hacks, and we'll make another video like this featuring your favorites. There are so many ways to use drugstore makeup creatively that makes it look not only more expensive, but also helps it to last longer. And so I would love to hear your tips and techniques also. Audio, let's talk about the audio. Oh my gosh. So my older microphone, it's not really that old, it's only a year old, died, and I was having issues with it. You may have noticed in recent videos, the sound was just off with it. And I filmed one video not too long ago where the audio was cutting in and out, in and out, in and out, and I couldn't even use the footage. I had to throw it out completely. Went through a lot of testing with the camera, other mics that I had, etc. Came to find out it was this mic. So thankfully it was under warranty. I have sent it back to the manufacturer to either get a replacement or to have it fixed. In the meantime, I'm using another mic, which is not my favorite, which is probably why you're hearing, I have it closer to me right now, so hopefully it's not as echoey as it has been. But that explains everything. I'm sorry. I just don't want to buy another mic right now, so we're trying to make this work until my other one comes back from the shop. So I appreciate you hanging in there with me and holding on through this little technical difficulty phase that we're going through here. But anyway, this too shall pass, right? I hope that you have a beautifully blessed weekend. Thank you for being here, for taking the time to watch. I speak peace, love, and joy into you and into your home, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.